What we are going to study or to learn today is how to create a company for the first time in QuickBooks Desktop. So let us open into QuickBooks Enterprise Solutions Accountant Edition. To create a company for the first time in QuickBooks Desktop, we have three options. We can opt to click on the detailed start to create a new company file based on an existing one, or we can convert data from Quicken or other accounting software. So for this tutorial, I'm going to show to you how to create a company file or set up a company file in QuickBooks Desktop for the first time by clicking or by selecting the first one, the detailed start. Now we are going to input the company name. Say for example, the company name is ABC and Company. LLC, meaning limited liability company. And the legal name is the same. The tax ID, for example, is this one. The street address is, for example, this one. Input it here. If there is a second line for the address, you need to input it here. The city, the state, say you are in Texas, so let us select TX, and the zip code, for example, is this one. Country is US, of course. Then the phone number, for example, and the fax is the same. The email address, for example, have to input here, and the website you need to input on this portion. Then we need to click next. Then we have to select an industry from the list, whether it is accounting or bookkeeping, advertising or public relations, agriculture, whatever, manufacturing, legal, non-profit, rental. So for this illustration, I'm going to select accounting and bookkeeping and click next. Then partnership or LLC. So we have created an LLC company. So this one. For the taxation purposes, this is a single member LLC form 1040 or multi-member LLC form 1065. You can select whether your company belong to a single member LLC or multi-member LLC. And this for this illustration, let us select the first one, the single member LLC form 1040. That is tax form. Now, then click next. Then your first year is typically the same as your income tax year. Of course, then my fiscal year starts in January, usually, right, in the US. So then click next. Then set up your administrator password. We recommend set you a password to protect your company file. So it is always recommended that you need to create a password. For this lesson, we are going to select create a password. And then retype your password as you wish. The first input and the second input should be exactly the same. So then click next. Then your QuickBooks information is stored in a file called the company file. Click next to choose a file name and location to save your file or company file. So click next. Then it's up to you now where you want to to save your company file. In my case, in my computer, I have I want to save this in drive D because Windows C is my system file, so I need to input in the second drive under file sample and sample one. So then click save. Now QuickBooks is now creating or setting up your company files in QuickBooks Desktop. After that, when your company file is being set up, you can now start inputting your financial transactions. Customizing QuickBooks for your business. Okay, then click next. Our company, as set up a while ago, is in accounting and bookkeeping. So this is only a service only company. No products, only services. So click next. Then do you charge sales tax? Let us off to select no. Next. Do you want to create estimates in QuickBooks? No need to create estimates. Click next. Then do you want to use billing statement in QuickBooks? Okay, yes. Then next. Then do you want to use invoices in QuickBooks? Can use. So just yes. Next. Do you want to use progress invoicing? No, because this is not a construction, so no need for progress invoicing. So next. Do you want to keep track of bills you owe? Okay, yes. Next. Then do you want to track time in QuickBooks? We can add this because maybe we can hire a person to work for us and we can uh, track his or her time. Then next. Then do you have an employee? If you choose yes, you need to have a W2 employees or 1099 contractors. So let us assume that you have no employee. You are working alone, so no. Next. And to set up your chart of accounts, you'll need to decide on a day to use the starting point to track your business finances in QuickBooks, beginning of fiscal year, first of this month, etc. Understand flow, how you want to categorize your business income and expense. You may want to discuss this with your accountant. So click next. And then select a date to start tracking your finances, beginning of this fiscal year, January 1, 2023. You can use that date, or you can use if you have transactions in previous years, you can choose this portion and go back to previous years. If, for example, you need to record the financial transactions from last year of January. So select this option and then click next. Then review income and expense accounts. So these are your accounts that will be shown in the chart of accounts for you to use while recording those transactions. So it is check the accounting service income. So I will use this accounting service income. Can also have the consulting income, tax preparation service income. I can also have this kind of income. Can also payroll or bookkeeping. So I can choose those options, all of those, because these are part of the accounting jobs, from accounting service income, bookkeeping service income, consulting income, payroll service income, tax preparation service income. For the cost of goods sold, contracted services, if I hire persons to do directly the accounting services, I may charge of costs, contracted services. Merchant account fees, if I use this online payments. Outsource service providers, if I hire people later on, so I can opt to select this one, but for now no need. Advertising necessary, automobile expense, bank service charge, and any other expenses that may need in the performance or in the operation of your business. So once the accounts are set up, Let us click next, and then congratulations, you have completed the step interview. Then go to setup. Now get all details in QuickBooks Desktop. Add people you do business. So no need for this time. Then start working. So now your company file is ready in QuickBooks Desktop. You can now start entering invoices, recording transactions, whatever. I'm going to teach you how create or record an invoice. See you in my next video. Bye bye.